This is Sports Talk Dub on JDub Carter Music Radio.
Oh man. We got a lot to talk about today. I appreciate it. Hold your applause. Man, let's get right to it. NBA. Well, anyway, good morning.
Sports Talk Dub on JDub Carter.
Good morning. Thank God for another day. Today is April 10th in the year 2019. Year of our Lord. And this is Sports Talk with JDub Carter. I thank you for being here with me. We got a couple of things to talk about. We're trying to micromanage the whole situation here. So y'all stay tuned. First thing I want to talk about, being that the theme is called Greater Ahead. There is greater ahead. For the haters, congratulators, there is greater ahead. All right? For my working people, my 9-to-5ers, there is greater ahead.
Sports Talk
For my business owners, there is greater ahead.
Radio.
Pause. I don't know about Smollett, but there is greater ahead. So thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to get right to Magic Johnson. Irvin Magic Johnson steps down from the Lakers. All I had to say was, somebody's being held responsible. Magic's taking a duck out quick. He sees what's going on. And what I think is going on is, it's two elements in play here. It's Jeannie Buss and her association. And I have nothing but the utmost respect for the Buss family. But her association with Phil Jackson, the Zen Master. I feel like there's the Zen Master a little bit in here going on, trying to preserve Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant's legacy. Now that LeBron is on his way to maybe potentially breaking Kareem's scoring record and with the assists becoming probably one of the greatest, there'll be a stronger argument, especially if he gets more rings. Right now, the percentage of the people, I think I seen a broadcast put up, there's a percentage of the people is saying that Kobe Bryant is not better than LeBron James career-wise. And so I think it's Phil Jackson and the Posse. I know everybody still remembers the Posse. Mario Van LeBron. The Posse. I know everybody still remembers the Posse. Phil, the Zen Master said LeBron walks around with his crew like they're a posse. Yes, they are a posse, huh? Yes, Phil. Yes, Phil. We talking about one of the biggest agents in basketball at this point, Rich Paul. And yes, he is with LeBron's posse. And yes, they're trying to preserve their legacy as well. But the funny thing about it is, I don't think the great MJ, and we talking about on court, not off court, the great MJ, Michael Jordan, I don't think he never tried to preserve his legacy. His game, his legacy spoke for itself. What he did to the game spoke for itself. How he dominated, how his shoes are still selling back to back to back. I mean, that just shows his reach in the game. There is no one comparable marketing-wise, talent-wise, dominating-wise, as far as Michael Jordan. When you're talking about the greatest players of the game, and you mentioned Abdul-Jabbar and Chamberlain and Russell, you're mentioning guys 6'11" and better. You're not talking about someone who was 6'6", shorter than a lot of other players in the league, and still dominated for the span that Michael MJ did. So it's MJ, and in my opinion, it's Kobe, and LeBron is somewhere around there. Probably top 7 still for me. He needs a couple more rings.
Sports Talk Dub on JDub Carter.
So we got the Phil Jackson preservation of legacy going on through Jeannie Buss, and that's why Luke Walton was really allowed to be fired. Luke Walton is a Phil Jackson guy. Steve Kerr is a Phil Jackson guy. These are Phil Jackson guys, and he's somewhere in Montana, probably tax-free, doing his zen and still in the Lakers front office making moves. And that's why one of the reasons why you possibly see Magic go. Magic also went because dealing with LeBron's legacy, being that LeBron is really he's really under the tutelage of Magic Johnson, someone who can see the floor and pass and make that happen. And he's always being compared to Michael Jordan. Magic Johnson, I believe, honestly wanted to let LeBron be great in a Laker uniform and break records because he brings out Magic's legacy more. And I believe their forces, the Michael Jordan legacy, Kobe Bryant as well, who's with Pelinka, who is Kobe Bryant's agent. I mean, come on. They're thinking totally different. You gotta remember in Cleveland, you gotta remember another basketball player who's under Kobe Bryant's tutelage. And listen, you're talking about probably one of the biggest Kobe fans, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant for me. But I'm just gonna put it out here, so it's out here, and you guys could know it's not really a conspiracy theorist if you've watched the actions. So you have Pelinka, who's Kobe's agent, and you got him working in a front office as well, and I believe that he plays a major role in decisions that are made. If you keep Luke Walton, coach, the Lakers might not win. And they might not win, not because Luke Walton is not a good coach. Luke Walton is a great coach. And what he did with the Warriors when Kerr was out was commendable. Even though that is a well-oiled machine, he still did a great job. He's a player's coach. You brought him into LA to groom them young players, and then you threw him right to the Wolves in 1 year to win with LeBron. It's not going to work. LeBron is a whole. He's a coach, and indirectly he's a coach killer. If you're not able to deal with LeBron's personality and tell LeBron, listen, if you're intimidated by his star, and a lot of people are intimidated by his star, but it was hard to believe that Luke Walton could be intimidated by LeBron's star, being that he played with Kobe Bryant. But Kobe Bryant, no, I'm not going to say Kobe Bryant was less of a indirect coach killer or a demanding player than LeBron is. I just feel like it's a different dynamic as a teammate and then as a coach. As far as Walton may be feeling insecure about his talent and being able to tell the best player what to do. So I don't think he's a great fit for the Laker job. He needs to go. Unfortunately, he's probably going to stay there, and that's going to affect LeBron's time there in LA. I don't think it's going to stop Magic stepping down. I don't think it's going to stop free agents for coming. If they want to play, they're going to play for GM LeBron. I think LeBron becomes the president of basketball operations, minus firing Luke Walton. Also, I think health reasons. When you're dealing stress, as far as stress, I mean, it's stressful dealing with LeBron James, of course. I mean, he's a brand. He comes with a lot. And I think Magic was dealing with stressful situations. He was looked at as the villain, working for a historic legacy of a team like the Lakers. You had to, everything was tampering. And you got to remember, this is a league that stopped the Chris Paul trade to Lakers when they had Kobe and Paul Gasol. Probably would have rejuvenated their run, and instead let them go to the Clippers and play in the same building. And so, I mean, there is an NBA thing against the Lakers. Nobody wants to see the Lakers keep winning and winning and winning all this time. They want new teams. They want new markets to win, some small teams as well, in order to bolster the league, to keep it competitive. So Magic stepping down also, I believe he's going to go back to relaxing, enjoying his life, taking deep breaths and going on vacations if he need to rejuvenate himself spiritually, mentally, and definitely physically. So Magic Johnson is out as the Laker president, and Phil Jackson is somewhere in Montana, like Hannibal, saying to himself, I love it when the plan comes together. Now, hopefully we'll watch if you remember back with Kobe, but we'll watch what comes out as far as who becomes the president of basketball operations for the Lakers going forward. See if Phil still got his hand in the Posse jar. And also with Kobe Bryant, you got to remember, Kobe was the one that probably convinced, probably biggest influence in basketball, Kyrie Irving, is Kobe Bryant. And you got to understand that Kobe Bryant had his hand in probably getting Kyrie Irving out of Cleveland, saying, man, you hit the game-winning shot. He took the credit. He got all the credit, man. It's unnecessary drama. Talked him out of that. And then he went to a team and he realized what LeBron was going through, because when he went to his own team, Boston, and tried to run the team and be a leader, he seen it was hard to do what he had to do. So he said he'll take interviews. He'll take an interview with the Lakers. I think Kobe got something to do with that as well. Maybe now in LeBron's twilight of his career coming up, that he'll be able to give Kyrie more of the reign and let Kyrie do his thing. That's the type of players he need. Someone who can create for themselves and other players as well. And Kyrie Irving certainly is not scared of the big shot. So that might be a play. We'll see how that does in Lakerland. Phil Jackson, Kobe, Konspiracy, Pelinka, and let's talk to free agents. I don't know if they'll be able to get any free agents in LA. I really don't know. We'll see. I think they could probably go get Cousins. I think Big Cuz gonna go over there to LA and play with the Lakers. They might could get some other players to go with LeBron. Yeah, they maybe could get another free agent with Cousins to come play with LeBron. I think Cousins, LeBron, and they need like a young talent, like a max player. They get a max player, something like Thompson, if they could get Thompson from the Warriors, or Kyrie, Cousins, and LeBron. I like that. But really, yeah, man, I like Kyrie with Durant. For the most part. But yeah, man, we'll see how it goes in La La Land as far as the Lakers. We also want to do another rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, since we're speaking on La La Land in L.A. And send our condolences to the family. Another soldier gone. Rest in peace. God bless his soul. His spirit lives on. And it's a spirit of community, charity, giving. You know, it's that good spirit. So we want to encourage everybody to go and check out all of Nipsey Hussle's catalog and support, you know, everything he got going on. Speaking of the late great Nipsey Hussle, we want to talk about Westbrook, another L.A. Ball player. Now, I gotta be real, since this is sports talk with JDub Carter. Haven't been a fan of LA since Big E passed. I mean, to me it looked like with the Brooklyn Dodgers moving to LA, being Jackie Robert was the spirit of Brooklyn, the Dodgers moving to LA. I feel like Brooklyn lost a lot in LA thus far. And for me to be a fan of Russell Westbrook shows you that sports supersedes all of the extra drama, unnecessary drama, the the hostility. And I got love for LA. I realized something that man, it's all about people wherever you at in the world. It's all about, you know, people. You got good, you got bad, you got indifferent, you got everywhere. You understand? So that's what it's about more for me now. But I love Westbrook as a player. Back to the sports side. He's a nut, which means, and I say that, you know, pause, I say that in a positive way. He crazy, but he competitive, and he crazy on the court, and you don't know what he gonna do. He might shoot an air ball and hit a three. He might do something crazy to lose the game. He might do something crazy to win the game. But he gonna go hard every time. He gonna give his all. He gonna put his heart in. He's gonna be tough on the court, and that's why we like Russell Westbrook. We want to shout out Russell Westbrook, giving him flowers while he here. Man, listen, 3 straight years, triple-double status, 3 straight years. I mean, just look. Let's get back to LeBron. Y'all plays LeBron for triple-doubles? Come on. 3 straight years averaging a triple-double. The Big O for 1 year. This man 3 years in a row. His energy level is unmatched in the NBA. Unmatched. His competitive level is unmatched in the NBA at this point in time. Just, come on. Rebounding 20 like Chamber Neasy. You talking about a guard. And this is what I'm talking about, the Michael Jordan situation. 6'6". Kobe Bryant, 6'6". Russell Westbrook, 6'3", 6'4". You understand? And rebounding more better than power forwards, small forwards. He's rebounding the ball 10 a night at least. And he's leading the league in assists. And he's averaging a triple-double. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? PG didn't get hurt. His team would have been top 3 in the Western Conference. And so what we have here is he got voted most overrated player along with Draymond Green. As far as Draymond Green being a glue guy, well, he used to be a glue guy, but being a heart of the team, that doesn't go without notice. I respect that more than anything. You're talking about 2 people with the biggest hearts in the league. They put their heart on, they play with their heart on their sleeve. They get extra emotional. They put their heart into the game. They passionate. They're called most overrated by the players. You gotta be kidding me. You guys is overrated for even speaking on it. Russell Westbrook is not overrated. He's underappreciated, and that's for sure. And you don't need JDub Carter to tell you that. Y'all scrubs. I'm putting it out there. Yeah, y'all made the pros. I ain't make the pros. But I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I'm not going to turn a good, positive situation into a negative one. And I'm not going to, it's greater ahead. That's what I'm saying. Magic Johnson is greater ahead. Lakers is greater ahead. Phil Jackson is greater ahead. Westbrook is greater ahead. OKC is greater ahead. And for all you good or not really good, but think you're good players, entertainers, rappers, actors, whatever you are, or you're good, or you're great, or you're not so good, you're not so great. But you want to preserve your legacy as if it were not good when it was not so good, or great when it was good, or just amazing when it was great, was just great. Okay, you want to project and preserve your legacy by hating on the future generations. I'm here to tell you, greater is ahead. And you can't preserve. The only way you can preserve your legacy is to help and to encourage and motivate and inspire the future generations to know that greater is ahead. So you can't stop the wheels from turning. You can't. Man, you had a great career. Rap, entertainment, everything. You had a great career. You had a good career. You had a not so good career. But there's greater ahead. I, myself, know about that mortality of being great. There is always greater ahead. Shout outs to the future. God bless.
Sports Talk Dub on
JDub Carter Music Radio.